World War I was one of the most significant time periods in all of world history. A violent conflict where nobody was truly safe sent waves all across the globe. There were many battles, lives lost, and in addition, many new technologies were introduced as well. These technologies changed the way warfare was fought forever, and learning of their significance is crucial to understanding the war as a whole.
Solving all the problems with rifles of the past, the machine gun could reload faster, fire faster, and it was far more reliable. There are two variants, the first being the Gatling gun. It was invented in America in 1862 by Richard Jordan Gatling. This one was hand-driven, as opposed to the Maxim gun created by Hiram Maxim in 1884. Maxim was born in America, but invented his weapon in Britain, who was the first of many great powers to adapt this tool of destruction into their arsenals. Machine guns impacted the war greatly, and one of the main reasons war was sent into the trenches. Their rapid-fire rate could break through infantry, resulting in trench warfare that dominated the war. It was absolutely great from a defensive standpoint, making it difficult to challenge or charge valuable landmarks.
Planes originally weren't made in the interest of warfare, but shortly after the first flight on December 17, 1903, by Wilbur and Orville Wright, they needed to find a market for their new flying machine. They jumped to warfare, and their first official warplane by the name of Wright Military Flyer was completed in 1909. Adapted by the British first, this technology spread quickly to everyone involved. From a warfare perspective, planes were a game changer. At first, they were used to gather recon across enemy lines, sneaking looks at formation and artillery. Eventually, they moved to a combat standpoint, mounting guns which would fire upon trenches and weaken defenses, and even dropping bombs upon enemy targets to destroy buildings and such. Eventually, combat even moved to the air, where dogfights in order to protect their airspace reigned supreme.
With trench warfare becoming so prominent, a couple of inventors in Britain by the name of Ernest Winston and
Maurice Hankey
knew there had to be a way to overcome the struggles of it. A new vehicle was proposed, resembling an armored boat on land with treads that could traverse all terrain. They were eventually dubbed tanks, and in 1915 the first prototype was ready. It sucked a lot, and in 1916, after improvements, it was labeled battle ready and sucked a little bit less. By 1917, the tank was made much better and became an important part of the war. Tanks were used to cross the barbed wire covered, crater-filled middle ground known as no man's land. They were also equipped with guns or artillery, and the mobile firepower they offered was useful to back up infantry and knock away machine guns. It finally broke the stalemate of trench warfare by solving problems and was certainly significant.
There were certainly more advancements that took place in World War I that weren't listed in this video, and all of them had large effects on the war, such as mustard gas, flamethrowers, barbed wire, and submarines, but talking about all of them could have this video go on for hours. The inclusion of technology in any area pushes our society to move forward, and the same applies to warfare. Machine guns made it so that the traditional musket warfare was a thing of the past, while planes and tanks pushed people out of trenches again, sending modern war into a more fluid battlefield with less organization and inspiring dynamic and new military tactics. These inventions of the past affected the battlefield then, they affect the battlefield now through our innovations, and it will be interesting to see where new advancements in tech will take our wars in the future.